Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Flat tableland with steep edges. A set of data arranged in rows and columns. See Table 1. Arrange or enter in tabular form. Food or meals in general. She sets a fine table. Hold back to a later time. A company of people assembled at a table for a meal or game. He entertained the whole table with his witty remarks. A piece of furniture having a smooth flat top that is usually supported by one or more vertical legs. It was a sturdy table. A piece of furniture with tableware for a meal laid out on it. I reserved a table at my favorite restaurant. Flat tableland with steep edges. The tribe was relatively safe on the mesa, but they had to descend into the valley for water. A city in Arizona just to the east of Phoenix, originally a suburb of Phoenix. A set of data arranged in rows and columns. Arrange or enter in tabular form. Arrange or enter in tabular form. Arrange or enter in tabular form. Shape or cut with a flat surface. Get on board of trains, buses, ships, aircraft, etc. A table at which meals are served. A feast was spread upon the board. A flat portable surface, usually rectangular, designed for board games. He got out the board and set up the pieces. Live and take one's meals at or in. She rooms in an old boarding house. Food or meals in general. Room and board. A printed circuit that can be inserted into expansion slots in a computer to increase the computer's capabilities. A vertical surface on which information can be displayed to public view. Electrical device consisting of a flat insulated surface that contains switches and dials and meters for controlling other electrical devices. Suddenly the board lit up like a Christmas tree. A stout length of sawn timber, made in a wide variety of sizes and used for many purposes. A committee having supervisory powers. The board has 7 members. A flat piece of material designed for a special purpose. He nailed boards across the windows. Lodge and take meals, at. Provide food and lodging, for. The old lady is boarding 3 men. Yield to another's wish or opinion. Hold back to a later time. Hold over goods to be sold for the next season. Hold back to a later time. Continue a term of office past the normal period of time. Intimidate somebody, with a threat. Keep in a position or state from an earlier period of time. Hold back to a later time. Let's postpone the exam. Hold back to a later time. Adjourn by royal prerogative, without dissolving the legislative body. Avoid or try to avoid fulfilling, answering, or performing duties, questions, or issues. Take away the enthusiasm of. Cause to feel embarrassment. Hold back to a later time. Cause to feel intense dislike or distaste. Communicate successfully. He put over the idea very well. Hold back to a later time. Make slack as by lessening tension or firmness. Refer a matter or legal case to another committee or authority or court for decision. Law, the act of remitting, especially the referral of a law case to another court. Hold back to a later time. Diminish or abate. The pain finally remitted. Forgive. God will remit their sins. Release from claims, debts, or taxes. The taxes were remitted. Send money in payment. Remit $25. The topic that a person, committee, or piece of research is expected to deal with or has authority to deal with. They set up a group with a remit to suggest ways for strengthening family life. Cost a certain amount. Hold back to a later time. Slow down the progress of, hinder. Hold back to a later time. Place on a shelf. Shelve books. A relatively flat highland. A relatively flat highland. Align oneself with a group or a way of thinking. Especially fine or decorative clothing. Lay out orderly or logically in a line or as if in a line. An arrangement of aerials spaced to give desired directional characteristics. An impressive display. It was a bewildering array of books. An orderly arrangement. An array of troops in battle order. Plan, organize, and carry out an event. Put into a proper or systematic order. Arrange the books on the shelves in chronological order. Set printed matter into a specific format. Arrange thoughts, ideas, temporal events. Arrange my schedule. Adapt for performance in a different way. Arrange attractively. Make arrangements for. Can you arrange a meeting with the president? An unofficial association of people or groups. The smart set goes there. Get ready for a particular purpose or event. Set up an experiment. Several exercises intended to be done in series. He did 4 sets of the incline bench press. Representation consisting of the scenery and other properties used to identify the location of a dramatic production. The sets were meticulously authentic. A relatively permanent inclination to react in a particular way. The set of his mind was obvious. Disappear beyond the horizon. The sun sets early these days. Decide upon or fix definitely. Put or set seeds, seedlings, or plants into the ground. Establish as the highest level or best performance. Set a record. Urge to attack someone. Set down according to a plan. A carefully laid table with places set for 4 people. Usually followed by to or for, on the point of or strongly disposed. We are set to go at any time. Converted to solid form, as concrete. Make ready or suitable or equip in advance for a particular purpose or for some use, event, etc. Determined or decided upon as by an authority. The time set for the launching. Equip with sails or masts. Insert a nail or screw below the surface, as into a countersink. Locate. The film is set in Africa. Fixed and unmoving. With eyes set in a fixed glassy stare. Put into a certain place or abstract location. Adapt for performance in a different way. Set this poem to music. Psychology, being temporarily ready to respond in a particular way. The subject set led them to solve problems the familiar way and to overlook the simpler solution. Become gelatinous. Situated in a particular spot or position. A house set on a hilltop. Fix conclusively or authoritatively. Set the rules. Evil Egyptian god with the head of a beast that has high square ears and a long snout, brother and murderer of Osiris. Arrange attractively. Alter or regulate so as to achieve accuracy or conform to a standard. Estimate. The process of becoming hard or solid by cooling or drying or crystallization. He tested the set of the glue. Bear fruit. Set in type. My book will be typeset nicely. A group of things of the same kind that belong together and are so used. A set of books. Any electronic equipment that receives or transmits radio or TV signals. The early sets ran on storage batteries. Apply or start. Set fire to a building. A unit of play in tennis or squash. They played 2 sets of tennis after dinner. Being below the horizon. The moon is set. Fix in a border. The goldsmith set the diamond. Give a fine, sharp edge to a knife or razor. Mathematics, an abstract collection of numbers or symbols. The set of prime numbers is infinite. Put into a certain state. Cause to be in a certain state. Set the house afire. Put into a position that will restore a normal state. Set a broken bone. Set to a certain position or cause to operate correctly. Set clocks or instruments. The act of putting something in position. He gave a final set to his hat. The descent of a heavenly body below the horizon. Before the set of sun. An agenda of things to do. The sum charged for riding in a public conveyance. Proceed or get along. A paying, taxi, passenger. Eat well. The food and drink that are regularly served or consumed. Cause to be slowed down or delayed. Traffic was delayed by the bad weather. Time during which some action is awaited. Instant replay caused too long a delay. Slow the growth or development of. The act of delaying. Inactivity resulting in something being put off until a later time. Stop or halt. Act later than planned, scheduled, or required. Don't delay your application to graduate school or else it won't be considered. A system of components assembled together for a particular purpose. Several things grouped together or considered as a whole. A group of persons together in one place. The social act of assembling. The act of gathering something. A group of persons together in one place. The social act of assembling. Sewing, consisting of small folds or puckers made by pulling tight a thread in a line of stitching. Furnishings that make a room or other area ready for occupancy. There was only one piece of furniture in the room. Furnishings that make a room or other area ready for occupancy. They had too much furniture for the small apartment. Furnishings that make a room or other area ready for occupancy. A list of divisions, chapters or articles, and the pages on which they start. Usually plural. Everything that is included in a collection and that is held or included in something. He emptied the contents of his pockets. A list or register of events, appointments or social events or court cases, etc. I have you on my calendar for next Monday. A system of timekeeping that defines the beginning and length and divisions of the year. A tabular array of the days, usually for 1 year. Enter into a calendar. A table of statistical data.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.